Hey, y'all. Thanks for stopping by. So, a little over a month and a half ago, a man named Luigi Mangione was arrested in connection, or rather as the main suspect, of the murder of a healthcare CEO named Brian Thompson. Early in December on a Wednesday morning in New York City, CCTV videos show Brian Thompson walking down the street when a man appears from a bush and shoots him in the back 3 times. You probably heard the rest by now. The casings had deny, defend, depose on him. The suspect got away on a bike and then vanished. They found the backpack full of Monopoly money. And then somehow, 3 or 4 days later, the main suspect is picked up in a McDonald's in Philadelphia, where he then was extradited to New York. And he got hit with murder charges and terrorism charges. The first part of that I get. You're the suspect in a murder case. The presumption is that's you in the video who shot a guy in the back 3 times. That's a murder. So I get that. But the terrorism part's kind of weird to me because from what conservatives tell me about New York City is you just get shot there all the time. It's just the murder capital of the world. You can't walk down the street without someone trying to take your wallet or stab you. Every other day it feels like a conservative will tell you that you can't even ride the subway in New York because there's crazy people who are going to try and take your lunch money. Just think about how long that Daniel Penny guy has been lionized by conservatives for killing a man on the subway. But killing a man on the street is different. That wasn't a terrorism charge, but this one is. And who exactly are you terrorizing? Because most of the people I know, and I'm sure most of the people you know, have some sort of gripe with their health insurer or with the medical industry. They've got bills that they're paying off, or they don't understand why they're 6 figures in debt for giving birth. There was a lady I had heard about, it was within a few weeks after Luigi Mangione's arrest. She was dealing with her health insurance provider. She got denied on some claim, or she was not getting a payout that she said she was promised. And she told the agent on the phone, deny, defend, depose, you people are next. And she got hit with terrorism charges. They were calling her a Luigi Mangione copycat. And I find that insane. And on the one hand, I do understand that we shouldn't make threats at people. That's bad. I personally don't like to do that, and I hope you wouldn't do that either. But on the other hand, if you're going to arrest this lady for terrorism charges, for repeating that slogan, but you're not going to arrest people for harassment or threatening or terrorism for telling women your body, my choice online, or sending rape threats to people, or sending death threats to people. I don't understand how one can be terrorism but the other can't. If the whole point of saying something was to instill fear into the other person on the other end, if that's terrorism, what am I missing here? I saw a lot on the news on the days after and the weeks after this murder that people online were celebrating it, were cheering it on that it should happen more. And what I saw in my scrolling was less of that and more of a kind of blanket murder is bad. We shouldn't kill people. But I get it. This weird sort of understanding that, well, it's a healthcare CEO. Well, it's a health insurance provider. We've all kind of come to terms that that industry is terrible and it just takes our money to be a middleman so we can get health care. It would have been really something if instead of the obsessing over Luigi Mangione's physique and his looks and the way he was sociable with people in his college and high school, if we would have instead kept the focus on how damaging health insurance is as a concept and how it would be beneficial to all Americans if we move towards a nationalized healthcare system. But instead, we get Luigi Mangione look-alike contests. And you get people doing steal his look, fit inspiration videos, or putting on makeup to look just like him. As far as Luigi's trial goes, he's pled not guilty on all charges that's going to go to court. I really don't know how they're going to be able to pick an impartial jury in a case like this, with how much national news coverage was around this case. And also, again, that every American has some story about their health insurance provider either denying them, a friend, a family member, something that ruined their life. It's going to be hard to find people who are sympathetic towards the healthcare industry. But we still got time before his trial actually happens, and I'm sure it will be publicized. I'm sure it'll be all over the TVs once the court case actually does start. So until then, y'all try to have a good day.